Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Mailbag. Hope you enjoy these little bits and pieces that have come in. Over a couple of different weeks this time, I've sort of filmed these parts at different times, but you'll work it out. Anyway, let's go check it all out. Well, got another one come in, let's check it out. This one's from within the country, so and it was one of my orders that I've picked up through a second-hand Facebook group. I keep talking about them, but anyway, let's crack this open. It's very well wrapped. Hopefully we can get into this. Here we go. Looks like we've broken the code of this box. Look at that. Right. And pretty sure I know what this is, so bit of packing, a bit more packing there. And it's just flapping around in the breeze and all that packing. So there's something else in that box there, but we'll just lay that gently down here for now. And what else was in the box? Yeah, we've shown this before on one video. These little Klavis things. Right. What do we got here? So this is used. Needs a bit of a clean. Bit of rack rash around some parts here. And anyway, if you're wondering what this is the Quadigy. It's a programmable quad envelope generator. So there's actually, I think there's 4 envelope generators. Obviously we need to go check it out. But what's actually good about it is they're not just standard ADSR. You can be with your standard ADSR here, but you can actually do a whole bunch of other things under the hood here, and like cycling, and you can add elements to the ADSR, so it's not just ADSR. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is my second Klavis module, so you can have a bit of a check out of the electronics here. Let's have a little look close up here. Close, there we go. It's about as good as that little zoom camera is going to get me, but I think that's good enough. You guys can see the electronics, and just turn it onto its side. You can have a close look. You can see it needs a bit of a clean up. I'll give it a bit of a wipe down. It is used. So yeah, let's have a quick look at this brochure. Go back a little bit out. So 7-stage envelopes. There you go. So yes, 7 stages. So it's not just the 4 stages. You can add 3 extra stages. So you can have pre-delay, hold, punch, and the normal attack, decay, sustain, and release. You can have continuous curve shaping for AD&R, output level polarity, cycle capability to fit clock time stretching, 5 internal clocks with tap tempo. That's cool, tap tempo, awesome. External clock control, which we need, clock multiply divide, offset, and there we go, so we can get that looking better for you guys. Cycle external on-off gating per channel, 32 presets, wow. Presets controlled by CV and trigger, simultaneous 156-point CV matrix, that's nice. Time adjustable morphing and presets in CV matrix. I want to check out what the hell that means, because that's flying through one ear and out the other. Multi-editing for polyphonic use, that's also something I'd want to check out. Yeah, graphical display we know about already. So yeah, and we probably double check to see if the firmware's updated on that as well. All right, let's go check it out in the module. Well, here's the setup. We're going to use the MS-101. It's going to just give us a gate for now and a bit of a CV pitch. We're also going to look at the oscilloscope. At the moment I've got channel 1 is the yellow, that's going to be the envelope generator out of gate and envelope 1. I know this has got 4 envelopes, but we're just going to look at the 1 for now. And the second channel, which is the purple one, that is actually just the gate, so we can actually compare, and there's a reason, we'll get to that in a minute. So yes, here's the Quadigy, and we are going to check out some of the cool things that this can do. Now, this is not a review, this is a mailbag video, so this is my first look at this. I've had a little bit of a look at the user manual, and there's a hell of a lot that this thing can do. So we will go into some of the things that is listed, what we've talked about. Okay, so firstly, let's have a look at the just the basic. We'll just load preset 1, and you can see here with the ADSR graphic, you can actually see these are kind of like catch-up potentiometers. So if I move this, you'll see how it shows this little move it up indicator here, which means if I want to move this, I need to move it up and then it catches it. So now I can actually move this attack. Now let's have a look at the attack. Quite a slow attack. Let's move the attack right down. Now let's have a look at this on the oscilloscope. And you see it's quite a long release. So you can see the gate. Don't forget the gate stage doesn't affect release. Obviously, once the gate finishes, it then hits the release. So let's just bring the release back. Remember, we've got to pull it back a little bit. So you can see the gate underneath triggering that attack, and decay and sustain and release. Right, beautiful. So also in this, we've also got multiple menus. Let's have a look at those. And so there's your standard ADSR side, but you've also got PD and H and P and GT. PD stands for pre-delay, H is hold, and P is punch, and then you've got the GT, which is global time. So you can adjust these: pre-delay, hold, punch, and global time. Set it to 100. And let's have a look at the difference now in our envelope. We're talking about the gate versus trigger mode. We access this under the EG menu, and you can see it here, gate versus trigger. Now the difference is when you run it as a trigger, you'll see on the oscilloscope, it doesn't matter how long I hold down the gate for, which is the one on the bottom, the envelope will just trigger. Now this is actually useful because you just might want it to behave like an envelope and not hold it. And you've got control over the hold and the things like that in this. Let's make our envelope have a bit of a release. Half a second. All right, let's have a look at these. So you can see the trigger, but the envelope is actually... Now we can adjust the attack. All right, let's adjust the attack. So if you keep in trigger mode, if you keep setting the gate, it'll keep applying the envelope at the stage that it's at. So if it's still in hold, let's go back to that hold setting and the hold off here. So obviously it's got to achieve its attack, and if we take the attack off, I've got absolutely no sustain. So let's make the sustain a bit more. 100%. So that's the gate versus trigger mode. Let's just have a look at it again in gate mode. Turn it back to gate mode. And we'll go back to the oscilloscope. So you can see that envelope is maintaining its exact ability compared to the gate below. So we can adjust the attack. It is just going to do whatever the gate tells it to do. So it's handy. I like that. Okay, let's also have a look at the curves. Put it back into trigger mode because I like trigger mode, and we're going to go to this menu here, which is the third menu, and you can see the curves here. So you can adjust these curves using these sliders, and it plays around with the, that's the output level. It plays around with the shapes. So let's have a little play with the shapes. And we can adjust the attack a little bit. We can adjust these shapes, you know. Let's adjust this one. Let's have a look at the oscilloscope. Let's now have a look at cycles. We can turn it to on. And you can see there it says individual, you've got global and external. So let's play with individual. Okay, now we're going to set this to an external clock, and the way you do it is down the bottom left, CVB is also your clock input, and I've got an LFO here. So let's do that, and you can see that it's firing off. Okay, now that the cycle mode's in external, we've got a couple of other options on here. So we can also go into here and change the clock rate to ×1, ×1.5, ×2, or we can halve it, divide it. There's half a clock, even though that's double. This is so cool. So you might actually have a beat that you might want to feed into this, but you don't like the beat, the envelope triggering on every single beat, so you might want to halve. There's so many different ways you can do this. So that is cool. So that's what that second CV port is used for down here. So it can also be used as a CVB. Now that we've got a beat and we've got a cycle mode, we can now play with the envelope in a more sort of cyclic way. And we can go back to our EG and turn the clock down a bit. Let's have a look at the oscilloscope. Bit more attack. Bit faster. Another thing that I think is really cool about this. So back into cycle. So we also had global. Global is also really cool because you can set any of your envelopes tempo. So at the moment it's set to 120 BPM. And that means that all the other envelopes are also firing. So if I set this envelope to global, you will now see that both of these envelopes are firing. And let's do them all. So now all the envelopes are firing at the same time. And if I can edit one of them, and I change the BPM, it changes it for all. So that's actually really cool. But the same thing happens also if you change the cycle on all of them to external. You can see these other three are still firing on the global. So if I change them all to external, you can see there's 2 firing on external and 2 firing on global. So you've got so many options here. Okay, anyway, let's get another voice happening at the same time. All right, let's have a look at, I want to see if we can adjust the CV of some of this stuff. Now, CV matrix on EG, CV matrix, we want to use A, and we're going to use it to adjust the attack. That's insane. So there you go. You can use the CVs to control any of the elements of your envelope. So there you go. That is something of fun. Something I've always wanted to do actually is to be able to control the certain stages of an envelope with some sort of modulation source, and this gives it to me. And not only does it give it to me, it gives it to me over 4 different envelopes. So I can cycle, I can control, it's just super, super cool. So this has been a bit of an interesting journey of discovery for me. Obviously this is not a review or anything, like this is my first touch with this thing. So I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, on to the next. What the fuck is that noise? Fuck's sake. Come on, focus. Oh, this is annoying. Well, another parcel has just come in, so let's go have a look at this one. Now, I don't think this was supposed to be sent to me, and I don't even know what's inside it yet because I haven't opened it, but I've got it. I know where it's from because you can track with these FedEx things. So yeah, this is probably going to be something that we've already received, and if it is, I don't really need 2 of them. I could be wrong though. Anyway, let's pull the box out. Is there anything else in here? No. There is some paperwork, but I won't look at that. Once again, it's just a plain box. Yeah. Now this one, I've already got this, guys. Why you sent it to me again for? Yes. Anyway, let's have a quick look in here to see if it's any different. And once again, these cables aren't labelled, so there's no difference there. Power supply has the Australian adapter, and that's exactly the, I'm not going to open it because there is the one that they sent me a few weeks ago. So yeah, let's put all this back neatly, how it was. And let's send them an email and let them know that they've sent me two of these. So yeah, the difference between this box and the last box is this one actually was labelled, so I actually knew what was in it. But yeah, no point in opening this. Anyway, I thought that was quite funny. I actually had a feeling that they'd done this because I didn't order anything else from these guys. So now I've got two. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second one because there's the other one still sitting here. Anyway, we shall keep going. Well, another parcel's come in during the week and I thought we'd check this one out. This is a kind of interesting one. So yeah, let's see what it's about. All right, so this one's come all the way from the United Kingdom. Even actually has an amount there. It's a massively expensive parcel, this one. But let's, without breaking anything, let's get into the bag and see what's in here. Okay, beautiful. So what is this? Well, what this is a headphone cable, and it's actually manufactured by the company that makes my headphones, Beyerdynamic, which are a German company, I guess. I think they're, yeah, it says made in Germany, but it's, I guess they're German. Anyway, so what is this all about? Well, as you can see here, I've got these headphones, and these headphones have one of these annoying short cables on them. And it just literally is probably maybe a meter. I mean, obviously the little stretchy part can go more than that, but it's really, really, really freaking frustrating. And because, I should probably show you a bit better. Maybe if I put the headphones down here. The headphones themselves actually, there's the model, I've got DT990 Pro. They have a fixed connection on them, right? So they're not like the other brands, like for example, like my Audio-Technicas, which have got these kind of sort of click-in fittings on them, which arguably are good and arguably maybe not so good. But anyway, I didn't want a stretchy headphone cable, your telephone cord sort of style. Oh, I hate it when those bags do that. Like, why do Ziploc bags do that? There we go. All right, what I actually wanted was a longer cable. Now, what they've given me is a kit. This is actually a cable replacement kit. And these cables are, it actually says how long they are, 3 meters long. And you'll notice that it is not stretchy at all. And I'm going to have to wire this baby into, you can see it's actually going to need to be wired into here completely. But the good thing about it is they've given me a, yeah, it's like a complete kit really. Good quality connectors, gold plated, I think. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like they're gold plated. They were like, it was what, £15 or something for this. So yeah, anyway, so that's a small project that I will be doing, and maybe we can include that on the next part of the mailbag. So if this transfers over to there, you'll know that I've gone and done that. If it doesn't, you'll probably just see me wearing them. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy Mailbag. Please let us know in the comments below what your favourite part of Mailbag is, and if you've got any suggestions. Don't forget, Mailbag is actually really supposed to be for people to send stuff in used or whatever. So there is an address, and I'll just chuck it up on the screen now. It's also in the video description. So don't forget, next time you watch Mailbag, you never know, you might want to send something in to me, and I'll show it on the next segment. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.